What's up everybody, how's it going? Legundo here, welcome back. And while we're not yet cool enough to do those little sticker placards that go on everything for all of the different games, instead we're going to do this as a video because that's how this works. Let's give away the Legundo Awards!
Yay!
For E3 2017. Okay, so we have a couple different categories about games we want to talk about, and we've already picked a few of them. We're going to debate the last one in the video because we could not agree. So we figured we're going to leave it to you, and maybe we'll leave it to a popular vote as well for the last category.
We might not even agree at the very end of this video.
So maybe we'll leave it to the community. Alright, so Dark Horse Game. This one you suggested, we agreed with. What was our Dark Horse game of the E3 2017?
I said Strange Brigade. It was something that I had never heard of, never seen any promotional material for. I was standing in line. The girl said, "Hey, you want to come play this for 5 minutes and then hop back in line?" I said, "Sure, why not? Whatever. It looks all right." I played it. I was blown away. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a lot of fun. And then Legs got to play it as well.
I snaked your spot.
Yeah, I snaked Pat's spot, so Pat didn't get a chance to play it, unfortunately.
No, but I liked it as well. It came out of nowhere. I liked the narrator. I thought it was goofy, and I had heard nothing of it, so yeah, I definitely come out of nowhere surprised, and I want to see more.
Yeah.
So the odd part is I've actually heard about it.
Oh, really? Maybe that's why you didn't.
It's been mentioned before, like months ago.
And maybe that's why you said it wasn't a surprise to you.
Yeah.
Because you had heard about it, but for us, I had.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. The concept of it I like, but
yeah. Alright, so then moving on from there to hardware, actually, we saw a bunch more hardware vendors at E3. Case companies, peripherals, different chairs. But the best tech or hardware, we have to give that one to Bloody. They make some amazing looking keyboards and peripherals, and we had a long chat with some of the people who were very passionate about it, and the fact that they supported per key individual switches and are using an infrared beam interruption instead of an actual mechanical actuation is how you would put it.
Yeah, it's an actuator.
Words for an EPOS box or a Linus Tech Tips, but the things look awesome, perform really well, and definitely if I'm going to be upgrading my keyboard, I think I'm going to be going with that.
Yeah, I think if my Corsair ever shits the bed, I definitely would go with a Bloody keyboard.
Yeah, and you're going to buy one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to buy one. But and to clarify, by per key, customization means you can literally have a whole different style of key.
Yeah.
Black, red, or blues.
Yeah, your switches. So you can have a green switch on your WASD, and then your number pad or number row could be black switches.
Yeah.
Which and I'm not talking about the LEDs or the colors. I mean the actual type of mechanism on the key, and that's per key, and that's
clicky silent.
Yeah, clicky silent. The actuation force, all that
cool stuff.
That's
and
really cool.
And they showed it to us.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so moving from that, we're back on games, and it's all games for the rest of it. So best PC game or PC ports. You want to do this one?
Yeah, I say it's this one was a little tough for Pat and I, but I think we ended up saying Destiny 2. Absolutely. I think seeing it in 4K and 60 FPS was really smooth. It was really cool. And we got to go kind of behind closed doors and play it.
And you guys we'll see that footage because it's taking forever to transcode.
Yeah, so we've never done 4K. It was a 10 gig file for
the raw footage
for 20 minutes, which is that's big. That's a lot bigger than what we normally would. But regardless, it just kind of we kind of figured it was going to be good, but
it looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good, and I'm excited for it. I might buy 2 copies.
Yeah, for me, my disagreement on it was it looks really good, but I still throw it to Sea of Thieves just because Sea of Thieves we've played.
It was a very close call.
It's very polished comparatively.
Yeah.
And they are constantly putting new stuff in, which to me, and it looks gorgeous too.
Yes.
So I'm just to me, I give it Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, and I was the only one who was able to play it. You two did so
we watched so close.
But they got bumped by another group.
Yeah.
But the reason why we picked Destiny 2 is because of this next category, which was a game that we called Most Eager to Play Again. And Pat, which one won that?
Sea of Thieves.
That one was Sea of Thieves.
Yes, we're going to be playing it tomorrow, probably.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh yeah,
Tomorrow.
So
Yeah.
tomorrow's tomorrow.
Yeah, today is Friday now on the video.
Yes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. I mean, I don't know if we've openly said that we have access to the.
No, we've said it before. So
Yeah.
we're in the Sea of Thieves technical alpha. We're going to
Yeah.
be playing it. We're going to continue playing the technical alpha. If you guys have seen our interview with Craig Duncan, studio head of Rare, we're eagerly excited to be able to share more of what we've experienced in the game with you, but what we've seen out of Sea of Thieves, what we saw on the show floor, and what we've heard about things that are coming.
Yes.
That is the game we are most eager to play again. Alright, so moving on from there, the best indie title. And this one was all you, Pat.
The indie title?
Yeah.
Oh, Artful Escape. And it's like, the sad part is we didn't get to really play this one, but we did get to watch people play, including Craig Duncan. He was playing that for a
we
bit.
were standing behind Craig watching him play it.
While he was doing it, yeah.
But it just was this game that just like looked really good. It had like the idea of it was like, there's this guy that just like, you know, he's on a mission, but he was actually playing guitar. And I just watched, and he was like,
he was actually
hitting frets and stuff. It was neat, and that was how he got ahead and actually like beat enemies. Like it was just so interesting and different.
Yeah, and it was very, very pretty. So your main character,
oh my gosh,
if you've seen any footage of it, you're like a 2D like sprite almost, kind of. But your background is this really super detailed 3D world, and it's very
vivid.
Very
it's 2.5D.
Yeah, it's 2.5D.
Yeah,
and it's really pretty. Just to sit there and watch someone play it, it was just like, wow, this game looks really good.
And hopefully we can get more hands-on time with that soon.
Yeah.
And speaking of pretty games, the prettiest game that we declared was, and this will be no surprise based off who's about to say the name.
Yeah, Ace Combat 7, 100%. It is a absolutely gorgeous game. It looks amazing in VR, which I had a chance to sit down and play it in VR and play it. We actually ended up playing it 3 times. We played it over at the Creative Labs booth. We played it at the Bamco booth, and then we played it at the Bamco booth again. And it looks so freaking pretty, and just all the tiny little attentions to detail that they put into that game.
Yes. Like I saw your canopy freeze over when you were going through clouds, and then thaw, and you saw raindrops, and all of the little details.
Gorgeous.
Really,
you
nice.
can in the VR, you can like look down and you can see the cockpit, and it's fully detailed and everything. And it was really bizarre because when you look down, you can see your legs. And when you sit normally, that's where your legs would be. So when I looked down, I just saw myself in a G-suit, and I was just like,
this is what's happening.
I'm home.
You're home.
I'm home.
You're home. Okay, that's perfect. So with those out of the way, the ones that we were actually able to declare winners, we're stuck, and we could not come to consensus when it came to our best in show. So let's just go through the nominees, and then you guys will help us decide down in the comments. So the very first nominee was the Darwin Project, and this was almost our dark horse winner as well. It caught me by surprise. It is yet another battle royale survival games type combat experience, but it was quick, tight, and polished, and I liked the small arena space. I like the setting. I like the way it looks. I like the way it plays. It definitely was something that went from 0 to 100 for me, and you're going to be seeing some of it on the channel moving forward. And if we're going to make videos of it, for me, that's what determines best in show status. So that was the first nominee that I threw up there.
Yeah.
And then
one good thing about it too is that it's unique. It's seven player. That's the first VR that I've known that's 7 player.
Yeah.
So it's a much more intimate game. It's much quicker.
Yeah.
And there's no like.
It's not like a 45-minute Battlegrounds game.
Exactly.
It was.
Exactly.
And that was one that none of us knew before.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a very
just
unknown
come
game.
out of nowhere.
And the only reason Strange Brigade beat it out with Dark Horse, it was very close as far as an argument. So then the next nominee is...
imagine this, right? Ace Combat 7. I played it 3 times, so if that's any indicator of like, you know, it's a pretty good game. No, I am biased, of course, obviously, But it is a great game, and I mean, even Patrick was standing there doing the recording and stuff, and he was like,
fun to watch.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy that." He was like, "I'm 100% convinced that I'm gonna be buying that and playing that." And I was like, "Right." And I don't know if you've played any of the Ace Combat games.
I've played one or two of them.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact ones, but I played a couple of them.
Yeah, just having him say that, yeah, dude, that was that. You know,
that was awesome.
That confirmed me that I'm gonna buy it. That was like, yeah, that's awesome.
All right. So our third nominee,
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, of course.
I can't help it. I mean, we played the alpha. Even last year, it got a lot of awards when it was announced back then. But we've seen more. They presented more about it, and they had a huge booth based around it this time, finally. And of all the upgrades they've done, and even the presentation they gave at Microsoft's press conference, it just like they put so much.
It's been upgraded since, which is amazing.
Yeah, since we've even started in January, December. It's even blown beyond that. So I'm like, to me, that's just, they've done so much, and they did a lot of work to show the public, say, we're really strong about the Sea of Thieves.
And our interview with Craig, and afterwards, the way he was talking to us, he was just so excited to get direct feedback, and he was really adamant about, like, we want the community to help build this game. You know, so, it's not just our ideas being pumped into this, he wants everyone.
We're hoping we're going to be able to get that chance. Yeah. And then our last nominee for game Best in Show, this one's probably not a surprise. You saw our excitement about it, Destiny 2. We played it twice, and as we said about games that you are willing to wait in line for and play multiple times, that is definitely one of them. The fact that we were 6-1 in Countdown, we can't post a screenshot because they wouldn't let you take a picture of the screen. But we went 6-1 in Countdown. The gameplay felt smooth. We felt like we knew what we were doing. We were in complete control. It wasn't the chaos that is current Destiny PvP. It looks gorgeous, really does. Even with being locked to 30 FPS on consoles, I still honestly think it looks like a good experience.
Going from the PlayStation 4 and then over to PC.
Yeah.
I didn't even really register. I mean,
you can tell.
Thinking back on it, yeah, you can tell. But as I was sitting there playing, it's not like I was like, oh, this is only 30 FPS.
And it was because we were so caught up in the experience of it, which was awesome. Which is awesome in and of itself. Time will tell whether or not that's going to be a big deal. But playing Countdown and then playing the campaign mission, I nominated it because I want to see more of it. Watching the campaign mission. But because I want to see more of it, and again, it's something I want to do stuff here on the channel for, and for me, that's what nominates Best in Show. Alright, so those are our nominees for Best in Show. Now we need your help to decide. Let us know down in the comments which you think is Best in Show, or are we completely wrong? Do you have something else that you saw that you think deserved the top title? We're not, but just in case that we are, this is the YouTube comments where you guys get to tell us we're idiots all the time.
Yeah.
As always, you know what to do. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you hated it. Subscribe for, unfortunately, no more E3 coverage, but our standard videos every day. Thank you all so much for supporting us this week. Now, kicking it back to past me on the floor of E3 for one final thing.
Alright, so what's up, everybody? How's it going? Legundo here. Just wanted to do a quick video saying thank you. Us being able to come to E3 and provide all of the coverage that we did, see all the games that we did, and do everything that we did here is because of you, your support of the channel, and where we are. We have a lot to do and a long way to go for next year to get those super sexy media badges, so we don't need to charm our way into everything, but we are working on it. So thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all for everything, and without any further ado, let's get to E3 Day 3.